Hey guys, it's time for Crisp Air. If you don't know, I love fall most of all. I love the colors. I like what it brings, those nice warm Indian summers. So this is a paper suite we are playing with. This is going to be your first layout of this product. I would be remiss if I didn't share some cool stamps. This actually is the stamp of the month for September. And so it lends itself to this paper pack immensely. There's also, and I think we forget, this is part of the core catalog, the 4 seasons. This is the autumn air, and so it has some fun things that we can play with. And these are die cuts. The only thing that isn't is the saying, so that is very cool. This one also is a great background stamp. Let me try to find. This is autumn foliage border and background. So you have 2 borders, cool on envelopes, and then this background stamp set. So that's a great fun one. And how about this one? Autumn Vibes, Hayride, The Bucket of Apples, Never Too Old to Play in the Leaves, Leggings, Leaves, and Lattes. I picked a good one. Pumpkin Patch. You have a hay bale, you have a little thing of pumpkins, the row of apples, the cup, the latte cup. So this is another great stamp set to use for your fall layouts and the things that we're going to create and have fun with. So I'm actually recreating a pattern that is in this catalog. So we're going to create this layout right here with a little bit of a tweak for what I want to do. How about that? Let's get started. So because at this time we're probably a little bit short on paper, and before I do that, let's do some cuts. A little bit short on paper, so I incorporated some cardstock. So let's do the paper suite first. So this is an 8x12. The back side is that. So an 8x12 of that piece. This is that really checkerboard, or reminds you a lot of quilts. It is 3/4 by 12. Well, it is definitely just a smidge shorter than a 1 inch. Okay. And then you have this piece, which is 1.5 by 12. And then I took some paprika cardstock. And so I probably cut this at 2 1/4. And then remember, you're going to tear towards you so you get this edge. And it doesn't have to be perfect by any means. You can also lightly wet this to tear, but I think it gets, and I mean lightly wet it, because it takes a little bit when you tear it. It doesn't tear as well as I tear by hand, but that's just me. Now you might like that technique, and that's fine. It is doable. So we're just building on white cardstock, and we're going to just lay this base down. Now I am going to put this piece down first. And it's going to go all the way to the left-hand side of your page, okay? And then I am going to put this piece down, which is the other end of the page. And you don't have to use your white cardstock. If you have some old leftover cardstock that is either retired or you don't really like the color, don't think you'll use it, use that, because you're going to cover the whole thing up. It's not going to matter. Both sides are pretty similar. And then I am going to lay that like that. And I am going to lift my page up a little bit so that I can tuck. I ran out of having enough of this paper, so I want to make sure that when I tear this, that I can make sure this stays there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add some. Woo. And as you can see, I use the lighter side of this, if that makes sense. So I know I can tuck it in pretty good here, but at my bottom piece, I have to be a little bit careful because I want to make sure, and I'm not pressing it down yet, so I can tuck what little bit of this paper that I can. And I don't use a lot of adhesive because I'm going to add layers, and so that all that layers are going to add thickness to your layout, if that makes sense. Okay, let's put this up here so I know I need to come down on that one. Okay, and I'm going to lift this up, and hopefully this will just drop into place. So like that. Do you talk to yourself too when you use scrapbook? I do. Okay, so I'm liking that. I don't like this piece. So I'm going to lift this up and try again. So you guys didn't think I did that, but you know now I do all the time. It is what it is, right? Sometimes our eyes are better than we like them to be, and sometimes they're just not quite there. All right. Voila! Not too bad. It's similar. Now, definitely what kind of paper you use is going to change the look. So it's strictly up to you. Then I did a double photo mount. So this is a piece of mocha that's 6 by 8. And then this piece of Sundance is 5.5 by 7.5. So I did a 1/2 inch difference. And let's just, and again, I'm using the lighter side of Sundance and the dark side of Mocha. I wanted that little bit of richness. So then you just lay that. Now this is going to be great if you have a 5 by 7. Maybe you don't have a 5 by 7. You can definitely do it this way. You can do it this way. You could do 2 4 by 6s. It's pretty much however you want to do it. And so I am actually going to, I am going to stay with my original plan. I'm actually going to do it vertical versus horizontal. And I am going to lay it down. And I am just kind of looking at where I'm happiest with. I think about there. And you know, it's hard when you have everything going, you're not sure what you're doing. It makes it a little bit, oh, what am I doing? How is that gonna look? And then I've used a bunch of die cuts. So I've used that 4 Season Crisp Air Autumn one. And I've used, where's the book? I've used this stamp set. I love this stamp set. I liked that variegated look of it. So I'm using this stamp set also. So now we're just going to build a little wop wop, whatever you want to call it. And so this is a technique that I've taught before. I stamped the stamp in Sundance and then rolled the edges in Paprika. And I mean just lightly rolled the edges, and you get that look. Here is Tone on Tone, Sundance on Sundance, and that's the lighter side of Sundance, as you can see. And then stamped the original ink on there. These are out of that Crisp Air. This is Shortbread. And then I did use some leaves, one with pattern paper, one was stamped. So we're just gonna see how I can do here and build a little fun array and see how it plays out. Yeah. Let's see if I want one coming out this way a little bit. Maybe that's what I want. Put this sleeve up here with the pattern. And another berry down here. Okay, so I'm pretty comfortable with what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to go ahead and lay these down by adding some adhesive to them. And I'm purposely not what was I going to say? Purposely not putting them towards my photos so that I can still add some stuff if I need to. And I just kind of, these are a little flat, so I just curled them up with my hand a little bit. Just overlapping that a little bit. I'm going to tuck this way. Oh, I'm going to show you something fun. Have you seen in the core book, these cool metallic and original color jelly roll pins? Aren't they amazing? They're going to add so much pop to your cards and your layouts. And we're actually going to take, I think this one, let me get a scratch piece. This is the color I want. Nope, I want gold. I don't want any more orange on there. Yep, that's what I want. I want gold. And they are just so much fun. And I'm going to just highlight these berries with a little bit of hello bling. And look how smooth and easy these pens are. Doesn't that just add a little pop to them? I have two of them, so I'm going to go ahead and do the second one here while I have my pen out. And it's just a circular motion. I mean, in Christmas time, these will make great red little berries, little holly berries. I mean, I don't know. I think those pens are just to die for. I think that's a cool technique. So I'm just going to set these aside. Bring my layout back in. And that didn't take long. Nothing to it. But yet, it adds a little bit of glimmer. See? It adds that little shimmer in there. And then I took another one of those and I put a piece of liquid glass, and I did this, they're still a little soft, and then I covered, these are a product we used to carry, little beads on that, just to give it a nice little pop of fun. Okay, I see already that I'm going to move some things around. I am going to come over more this way with everything, just to give it more pop. And that's an easy fix when you use repositionable. Just, you know, you kind of have to work a little fast with it. Put some, oops, dropped it in there. Put some adhesive on here. Ran out, that's why it was struggling so much. And I am going to put a small thin foam dot on this. Just, and as you can see, I'm just kind of putting it in the middle where the poof is anyway to give it a little protection. And it doesn't add a lot of height to the layout, but it gives you a little bit of a punch. And notice that I left edges, so if I need to tuck something in, I still can. So, trying to decide, I think, can't decide. Oh, I know what I'll do. Okay, so I think, let's see if I like this better. Guess it doesn't really matter, strictly onto what you want the look to be. There we go. So we have that. Feel like I'm missing something, but I'll get to that. Let me add just some little pops that are on here on the sticker sheet. They're just little circles, little fun, little draw your eye to up above. They have hearts, they have circles, they have all kinds of fun ones. Okay, we'll come back and add some too. So let's go up here, and this is off the sticker sheet, and I am thinking that I'm going to want to do this look. So I'm going to take that out, stick it in there, just to give it a little pop. Ooh, I forgot, I was going to add see what happens? I do this all the time. I have to lift things up. A little bit more. Just really be careful when you lift things up that you don't tear all your gorgeous work. That's what I wanted. There, that makes sense. I knew I was missing something in there. That's what I needed. Yay! Okay, so there, now I digress. We're going back up here. Okay, so let's bring this out here. And then Do I have a green leaf? Do I have an extra? I don't know if I really need a green. Maybe. Oh yeah, I needed that to soften that up. And this one here, this leaf that I stamped, I did it in second generation. So I stamped the ink off on a piece of paper. And look at this. Woo-woo! I had a boo-boo. But because I'm tucking this in, no one's going to know, but now you know my secret. There you go. And then let's carry this off with just a few of these little circles that are on this page, the sticker sheet. Nothing too much. And then we're going to take our Crisp Air and we're going to add some fun, just little pieces. I think just some fun little hearts. Tone on tone, nothing too crazy. Just a little bit of color just to draw your eye. Ooh, there's something shiny there. What do I need to see there? That's what I'm going for. Just a little bit of fun. And up here, let's put a fun little glittery heart. And what else color? Let's do a little papaya. We need a little brightness here. Like that. Voila. So there is my take on that first page. And you can go this way or you can go the way Corporate Office did. I think they did theirs more here, but that's the first page. So let's see where we are and let's build the second page, okay? So grab all my pieces here. Oh, let me give you the cuts because they're a little bit different. Now this one is still the same. So it's a skinny inch by 12. So that one's the same. This one is a 1.5, so it's the same. Okay. Now your whatever piece you choose to tear, this time it's only, I would do 1.5, and then that gives you plenty of room. And then your photo mounts are going to be a little bit different. So this piece of mocha is 8.5 by 8.5, and this piece is 8.25 by 8.25. Okay, so let's build our page. And I gotta make sure I build it correctly. Oh, wait, no, you have these. Now, this was a piece I had left over, and I think I just cut it in half. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do a little bit different because I don't want to waste that paper. I'm going to build my page first. So we are going with this strip, and it is going on the right-hand side of the page this time. Last time it was on the left-hand side. This time it's on the right-hand side. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put this on. And I don't have to be so careful. That's why this piece is a little bit shorter. Because I only have that dotted piece in the middle. So I know the pattern calls for a zip strip, but I don't know. The zip strip I wanted to use was this. And maybe you like that. To me, it's a little too much pattern for me, but that if you like your zip strip, put your zip strip there. That's fine. That's not going to be a problem. I am going to omit that one. And I do have the green one, the zip strip that's green, but I didn't like the, I didn't want that dark green. It just wasn't working for me. I don't know why. But you can play with it. See what works for you. Also on this strip, I also did opposite. Because I took that one and cut it in half, I put the green at the bottom where the other one's green's at the top, just so you have that. It's not matchy-matchy. That's the word I'm looking for. It's not matchy-matchy. Okay, so then I am going to kind of center this right here. I'm not attaching yet. I'm going to take my new T ruler that comes apart, has magnets. Isn't that awesome? And I'm going to see, oh, isn't that cool? I didn't, it's about a 2-inch strip by 8.5. So it is definitely that. So I'm going to cut these at 8.5. And I wanted to lay that out on purpose before I did that. And this is, I mean, I'm sure that they tell you to use a full sheet of paper. I just didn't have it. And so this is a way to use that strip. Okay, so I am going to adhere these in here before I put that down. And I'm just going to lift this up a little bit to tuck, whoops. Oh, my hand has slipped. Figures. So, just gotta lift this up a little bit. Get the bubble out. Okay, let's get back to being square. Okay, so here it is flush, and then like that. Okay. I'm using an old tool, but what I should be using, where did it go? Now I can't find it. I know I have it. Oh, this was on the flash sale. This would be perfect because it's not gummy. It's not, see how mine is so, ooh, it's going to take me a while to clean that. This will lift up better. So I'm going to use that tool instead of the other one. And I'm going to do the same thing up here. Now, I will be anxious to see what you guys do for paper choices. Excuse me. Just because I use these paper choices doesn't mean you guys have to use this paper choice. Come on. Excuse me. And there you go, voila. So there is your base ready to go. And see, if you would have put a full sheet, that's a waste. That's a big piece of paper, pattern paper that you wouldn't necessarily be able to use again. So this has to tuck under also. So we're going to just slide our little ruler under here, our little doodad, so my paper can get there. So let's put some adhesive on the corners and slide it. Come on, baby. No, don't stick. There we go. Come on, come on. All at one time, play in the pool the right way. There we go. So I know I can't come out there. Okay. If you want your paper to be not lined up so much, you can, trying to make sure I get the right amount. I hope it's right. Yep. Okay, so there you go. There's that. Let's put the light side of the Sundance. And this was just a small 1/8 of an inch. It's not gonna matter if it overlaps, don't worry about it. It's your photo mat. And so as you can see in the catalog, they have 3 photos and then a piece here. And we're gonna create that piece here. So off the sticker sheet, I'm gonna punch that out. We're going to build. That's, I think, for placement purposes, I am going to grab a 4x4 square. I think that's 4, 4, 4. So 4. At least, so then I have a reference point. Okay, there. Okay. That works. Yay! Okay, now so I have another one of these fun flowers. I have another one of the leaves. And let's see, what else can I put on here? Okay, so let's anchor the leaf down, because I know I want it to go like this. I am going to put one just in the middle because I know I'm going to tuck things around it. Okay. I have some more of those berries that I think I'm going to bring those down. I'm going to leave them right there for right now. I'm not going to anchor them because I want to play with them a little bit. Okay. And then I do have another one of these little flowers. I'm just using my finger to give it a little bit of texture just to roll it. This one's pretty wet still. Okay. And then I thought, oh, I'm going to use this leaf off my sticker sheet. Because that carries that color in really nicely. And Yep, and I'm just going, I don't need that much tail, so I'm just going to take my tail and I'm going to stick this underneath. Make sure this is all on the page. Then that's going to go right there. Oh yeah, yeah. And then let's see, do I have, we need a little bit more darker green. I thought oh yeah, I have a lighter one. Let's see if that works. Or do I need the dark green? I need the dark green. Okay, I heard you. I heard you. And if you said light green, I'm sorry. Okay, so I have that. Let's put some dots on this one. I'm loving this. This is fun. I don't know, have you ever created a layout out of the book before? I think it adds a little pop and pizzazz to your layouts, because they've already created all the work. Why not stamp lift with the best of them? Oops, I gotta anchor that one in yet. I forgot that. Trying to get that down in there. I love this little pop of gold that we used with that glitter pin. I think that makes a big world of difference. Just adds a little texture to it. Come up a little bit more. And now, of course, they have done their journaling right here. I think I am going to, I'm going to wait until I have my photos on there, and then I'll go from there and maybe do this, because there is all these fun little ones that you can use that could go here or along the side. And so for right now, I think that is what I'm going to stop at, except I'm going to put some crisp air fun. Oops, where did it go? Oh, right there. Everything's in a pile over here. Let's add some pops of fun color just to showcase and bring your eye to showcase what cool fall layouts you have. All right, one more, I think. Oh, we need this sparkle. We need the sparkle. All right. Okay, ladies, so there's your second page. Here's your first page, all ready to go, and your second page. And so they're gonna flow like this. And you can see we made a triangle with our clusters. Can you see that? So anyway, enjoy, ladies. I can't wait to see what you create. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. Have a great day. Bye.